Hello, welcome to my channel, Ideal Tarot. My name is Memra. I have already cleared the space and asked for clear guidance and messages to inspire, enlighten, and heal those who need this message or those who this message is for. As you would know that from any synchronicities. Um, So let's just get started because I pulled the first card of the energy and that was already what I was feeling. So I decided to go ahead and pull the rest of the cards on camera because of that synchronicity by itself. The feeling I was having and the card that came out, willing release. So that's what this reading is going to be about. Maybe what it is you need to release. But let's go ahead and set the energy. I'm about to do my singing bowl, so if that hurts your ears, give you a second to mute. All right. So, willing release. And what does that mean exactly? Well, 11:33 on the clock. Um, Basically, it's the essential meanings of this card is about your thoughts, your spirituality, higher consciousness, and divine knowing. It's about letting go, surrendering, trusting, releasing any attachments, um, anything that is not serving you, um, and aligning with the flow of divine timing. Okay. Um, it's release is not a loss. It's not a loss. It's just like participating in the divine rhythm of becoming who you are, remembering who you are. The card is like a breeze through your soul garden. You know, it's and then you remember these little things you blow them, pick them. We used to pick them as a kid and blow them, and they just float through the air. It's like that. Letting go is that easy, and that just a breeze carrying it through your garden, through your soul garden. But it's carrying like a little whisper with it that says, now is the time to unclench, to ungrip, and to unbind. You're just being gently asked to surrender the tight grasp on what must happen, the control, or how it's supposed to unfold in your mind, how you think it's supposed to be. You got to let that go. Let that go and surrender. Allow the falling away of expired timelines, identities, and soul contracts that just no longer serve you. Trust that what is being let go of is making space for truer alignment, a more authentic alignment for who you are now. It's not from desperation, but from like a deep willingness, a release that honors all that has been and blesses what is to come. So this card just kind of gives me the energy of nothing that is meant for you, nothing that is aligned for you can be taken. And what leads you now is your liberation. It's part of what liberates you. Um, so just be willing to let go and trust what's unfolding for you, even if it doesn't look like what you expected it to look like. Okay, so let's pull. I brought in, well, we'll do a crystal card at the end to see what crystal will help support you in this. I'm going to go ahead and use the Soul Cat Tarot today. Love these. And see what the message is about releasing. Maybe we can figure out what it is you need to release. Let's see. All right. First question is, what are you being asked to release right now for your highest good? What are we being asked to release right now for our highest good? What do we need to release? What are we being asked to release? So we got two cards. The Knight of Swords and the Hanged Cat. Knight of Swords and the Hanged Cat. So we are with the Knight of Swords. We're being asked to release the need to rush or force answers. We don't need to act from like mental urgency or, restlessness. The Knight of Swords is driven, yes, and focused, but often moves too quickly, cutting through without pausing or to feel or to listen. So when this energy is unbalanced, it can become reactive, pushing through and resistance, and instead of honoring divine timing, like we were just saying. So you have to slow down. Being asked to release the urge to feel like you have to do this now. And with the Hanged Cat, it's pretty much mirrors the opposite. It is a sacred pause. It's a suspension in time to shift perception and invite like inner stillness. It's surrender, asking us to hang upside down and see life from a higher soul-centered angle. Like together, these two cards paired with willing release here, it says, you gotta release the compulsion to fix everything, to rush in and control. You've gotta let go of urgency. Have that sacred pause. And know that is not stagnation. You're feeling stuck, but that's not stagnation. It's the gateway to wisdom. Shift your stance, from doing to just being. Detach from all the mental overactivity. Here with the swords is mental. So you got to detach from all that mental overactivity and reactive behavior. Sit in your calmness. Release, timelines or expectations that are driven externally, and let it flow. Let it be what it is. Surrender to it. Trust it. Honor that inner stillness. It's a fertile ground for soul growth. You gotta honor that inner stillness and not react. And we've had this message before. Reacting. We don't want to do that. That's not helping our situation. So we need to release that mental um, overreaction. Okay. So then let's pull a forest spirit card to clarify these two cards. All right. Forest spirit oracle. Clarify or give us a message we need to hear about the Knight of Swords and the Hanged Cat. You know, the Knight of Swords can sometimes represent drama in your life. And you have to avoid that low frequency drama and not react to it, you know. Sit uncomfortably, hang upside down uncomfortably, silent, and surrender to that. So we pull the mushroom spirit to clarify. It says hidden wonder. Beauty often arises from surprising places. So find the hidden wonders in your life. Mushroom spirit expansion from the unseen is what it clarifies, like the expansion from the unseen, like the unknown, this uncomfortability here in the hanged cat. Um, Life kind of springs from stillness, you know. Trust what is emerging underground. So you gotta, it's about that trust in the stillness and the flow. Um, so it's like what we're needing to release the urge to do when the soul is asking you to be. And the Knight of Swords kind of surges ahead, sharp mental clarity, but can overlook the nuance, you know, the softness and the hidden timeline of spirit. So you got to slow down so you don't miss it. Um, so like the hanged cat is telling us to pause and shift perspective and trust the delay. The mushroom spirit says, you know, it's like a sacred whisper. The web, the mycelium web, that how they're all connected there. Um, Even in the dark, like mushrooms love the dark, even in the dark, even in silence, growth is occurring. And the transformation that you're seeking is already underway. Um, but it's not in a way that your mind can see. Mushroom spirit is, you know, honoring the unseen, the unfolding here, and trust the slow and sacred growth beneath the surface, the divine timing. So release, again, with the willing release. Release fear of stagnation, because that is not stagnation. Stillness is potent and alive. It is actually an action, being. So don't think that you're stagnant just because you're not reacting, but you got to trust that surrender. Because nature never rushes, but everything gets done. Everything is accomplished. When we release control and rest in the mystery here, the hidden wonder, in the dark soil of the soul, things begin to emerge. So you have to trust it. All right. So we know we need to release and surrender here. Let's ask what truth or clarity will emerge once you release. So, what is the truth or what is the clarity that's going to emerge once you release this? Once you release this urgency to act and react, and release this, what will emerge, Spirit? What will emerge? Oh. So we get, the Page of Cups. How nice. So what will emerge, the softness that you need to acquire at this time is not considered a weakness. It's access to the divine flow, which cups and water, emotions, soften, compassion. This type of energy is what you will move into, flow into, once you release this urgency to act and to react, this uncertainty, this surrender. Once you release and surrender all of that, you will move into the flow, the divine flow. You'll be able to lead with your heart, allow the dreams, art, feelings to rise. You'll be open to, surprising guidance. Again, falling back on this hidden wonder, surprising guidance from spirit or synchronicities that you'll start to see more of. You're not going to need to understand it all, So, this little Page of Cups is more like a ripple, inviting you to receive emotional clarity, and not by force, but through being open and honest and real, authentic. Let's pull a nature spirit and get clarification on this. Page of Cups energy. Page of Cups energy. What do we need to know? Purification. And I'll tell you, water, cups, emotions. Water is purification. Water is connected to purification. This is water element here. So that comes out with the Page of Cups to clarify. It says, dive deep into your emotions, finding healing and renewal in the depths of your being. Wow. Wow. So with the Page of Cups, you get water element, purification. So that's what will be gained from this release. You will be able to purify your emotions. Water nurtures the tender little Page of Cups here, who is emotionally open, spiritually curious, soft, intuitive, and willing to feel. So listen to your dreams. Flow rather than force. Cry when you need to. It is sacred alchemy when you cry. Your tears are actually alchemical. So create from your emotion, not the logic, not all this mental energy. Use your heart, your emotions. Create from there. And trust the invisible currents that are guiding you, the flow. That's why it's water element, going with the flow here. All right. So pull one more for position 3. Position 3, what divine support surrounds me as I surrender and open to the new? So let's see what kind of divine support surrounds you as you surrender. And What is the divine support that surrounds the collective? Whoa. All right. Nope. Looks like sorry, hit the four. The Four of Wands. Some fire energy here. And this is about your foundation, celebration. This is like the Temple of Guardians of soul celebration. You're being celebrated. The Four of Wands reveals that your divine support is not just energetic, it's ceremonial. It surrounds you in the form of like soul guardians, ancestral, it's got an ancestral energy. Temple of the builders of harmony and the joy, harmony and joy, guiding you to places and people and paths that reflect your soul resonance. um so as you surrender, the divine support appears, um to stabilize your path and protect your inner home, your emotional sanctuary, your inner home, your spirit team, preparing a celebratory reunion, or, manifestation. So, because this is your foundation, just letting you know that you are not alone, and they're celebrating every courageous step that you take into truth and softness and your soul alignment. So this is your like an energetic homecoming, and you're being celebrated, and that they are anchoring like joy as your foundation, bringing you the happiness that you deserve. You're being supported, like not only to release but also to rejoice. So let's pull for this one. Who is your supporting energy here? We're going to do a shamanic star wisdom oracle and see who is also supporting you in this um, release. Who is supporting the collective in this release, in this softening? Whoa, two cards flew out. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. We get the Hathors and Venusians, and telepathy. So you're being connected. It looks like the Hathors and Venusians are helping you through this, supporting you through this release. Let's see what where did it go? There it is. What this talks about. Hathors and Venusians. This loving and sensual soul group comes from the planet Venus some 4 billion years ago, when it had Earth-like characteristics and was still habitable. Hathors and Venusians have connected with humanity via Hathor, the Egyptian sky deity. Hathor, also known as a mistress of the sky and mistress of the stars, is said to have come to humans in a golden coach, delivering joy. Oh my goodness. Delivering joy, love, sensuality, and sexuality, music, and dance. This is all celebration energy. Wow. At the same time, she also possessed maternal qualities and the ability to accompany the dying into the next world, traveling and meditating. traveling and meditating between worlds. Hathors and Venusians are considered the most loving and sensual of all the star children. Their wish is to spread unconditional love and transform cold, hard energy into purification, warmth, and joy. Mm. Their energy is graceful, aesthetic, and beautiful. They are often active artistically, either as a hobby or as a professional level. Wow. Wow. That is so perfect that they came out with the Four of Wands. That is the energy exactly that is supporting you in this release. That's so awesome. The Hathors and the Venusians. Um, wow. Okay, well, let's pull our last card. I was going to pull a crystal that would support us in this release. Let's see what crystal comes out. Which crystal energy will support us in this release at this time? Okay, let's see here. I know I knocked the camera over when I dropped the cards. All right. Which crystal will support the collective at this time for this in this release? The release of this reactive energy, this drama energy, surrendering to the flow, celebration and joy. Which crystal energy does the collective supports the collective at this time? Okay, we got citrine. Citrine is very healing. It's a very healing. And look how it matches with the Hathors and Venusians card. They've got that orange sacral chakra energy. Um, Colors. They they are the same colors. Before I read the citrine, let me look up this telepathy card. I know that the Hathors and Venusians mentioned meditation, and that's what this card looks like. But I think it's just connected with going within and connecting with that Venusian and Hathor's energy and that joy and celebrative energy. But let's see, make sure we're not missing anything. Telepathy. So it says various scientific studies, including research carried out by the renowned Harvard University, have explained how telepathic communication is possible. Take these results one step further, and the process of thought transfer with star beings from other worlds should also be possible. Connecting with the star beings. Um, since the dawn of humankind, there have been countless reports of people on Earth receiving messages from the cosmos. Even today, and this is your supporting energy here. So you are receiving this telepathically. Even today, one of the principal means of communication with star beings seems to take place on a telepathic level. Quantum physics have reported thought transference via so-called quantum waves and quantum fields. Telepathic communication occurs across vast distances in an instant, faster than the speed of light. Geometry serves as the universal language for telepathy. Every natural pattern of growth or movement is based on one or more geometric shapes. The molecules of your DNA the corneas of your eyes. Snowflakes, flower petals, the air, stars, galaxies, and all of life forms are created from geometric codes. Quantum brain waves are also composed of geometric patterns and symbols. Every being in the universe can decipher them and translate them into their own language. This was understood by the Maya and the Egyptians, who made use of this kind of universal star language of geometric symbols such as the flower of life and the pentagram. All beings in the universe can communicate with one another telepathically if they are receptive and open to doing so and practice it. So I feel like that was meant for the more logical people who are still trying to come out of this mental mind um, versus surrendering to spirituality. They still clinging on to pattern to logic, trying to make logic out of it. So you can connect with your supporting um, spirit team by going within here and just sitting in that silence and that pause and listening. They're there. They're trying to show you how to connect to this energy. So the overall crystal energy that is going to be helpful and supportive in releasing what you need to release over here, the citrine. The essential meaning is joyful expressions. Can you believe that? Which is what the Hathors and Venusians represent, that joyful expression. So that's what citrine represents also. Can't make that up. Joyful expressiveness, exuberance, and happiness, letting go of any and all negativity. Letting go. So citrine is going to help you with letting this go, releasing and being in your joy, moving you towards this softer, more loving and more loving and flowing energy, making choices and decisions from the heart instead of the mind. Citrine is going to help you release this and bring more joy into your energy, into your experience, let's say. Now, citrine says, now is the time for you to be you and to experience the tremendous joy available to you. With all the hard work you do to overcome your old patterns, heal the wounds of the past, and forgive yourself and others as you walk the healing path, you might find that you have forgotten how to just have fun and laugh. Be happy today. Citrine Spirit is here to amplify the joy in your life. So feel it and express it as if you are broadcasting it to the entire planet, because you are. However serious life may feel, the conscious universe really wants all of us to have fun. So you are doing important work when you exuberantly share your joy with the world. Make time for pure playfulness and joy today. And look at that, purification and playfulness here. Make time for this. This is releasing. This is going to move you to be able to do this. And you're being supported by the Hathors and Venusian energy, which is celebration, joy, playfulness, energy. And citrine will support you in that as well. That message can't be any clearer. Can't be any clearer. It's amazing how the cards come together to bring out the overall message and give you the specifics of what you need for the overall message, which was willing release. So it's telling you what you need to release, what it's going to bring you, and who is supporting you in that. That's amazing. I love it. And I love you. I do. So if this resonated with you, please feel free to like, subscribe. Subscribing is free. It helps my channel grow. I really could use some growth. here, but I'm not going to force it, right? Not going to force it. I'm going to let it be as it is. I enjoy doing this just for the fun of it anyway, but it would help my channel and spread the word. Um, the more people like and subscribe to the channel. So I appreciate all of you who have subscribed, and just take one little half a second to click the like button if this resonated with you. Leave a comment. I also do personal readings, and all my information is down in the description box. So, be sure to check that out. Along with, I usually put a little light language um, affirmation or something down in there after each reading also. Okay, well, until next time, hope everyone got something out of this. And if you're here, trust me, there was something here for you. Sending you so much love, light, and healing. Bye.